Join Kids Hat family.
Will you help me to do my homework, Tia?
Tofu, it's dinner time and you haven't completed your homework yet? I hope you know that your teacher will be really angry.
I will do it after this cartoon, Tia. But please help me so that I can finish it fast.
You have been watching TV all day. You should get up and do your homework first.
My hand has been hurting since morning. I'm giving it some rest. Also, dear sister, will you please get my bag and pencil box from the room?
Excuses and more excuses. He should know his priorities right.
Where is my book? I can't find it here. Did I forget it in school? What will I tell my teacher in school?
You should be more responsible, Tofu. You are a big boy now. Anyway, complete the rest of your homework at least now and be more careful next time onwards. So, Tofu, let me tell you a story. In a land far away lived a hard-working and kind trader. Mostly he traded in salt. He also had a horse that was very lazy and always avoided work. The trader used him to carry sacks of salt from one town to the other.
Here, let me load these sacks up and let's go to the town across the river to sell this salt. I am so tired today. Why do I have to work every day? I wish I could sleep throughout the day. But no, I have to carry these loads of salt and move. Come on, horse. Start walking. Cross that bridge. Until then, I'll pack some food for myself.
The horse was crossing the river. Suddenly, he slipped and fell into the water. As he was carrying sacks of salt on his back, the salt got wet and dissolved in the water. So when the horse got up, the sacks on his back were lighter. The horse thought to himself, "Wow, this seems to be a good idea. Every time I dip in the river, the salt would dissolve and my burden could be less. I must try doing this more often. I hope Master is not watching." When the master reached the town to sell the salt, it weighed just half of what he loaded. Thinking it might be his miscalculation, he sold whatever salt was left and returned home with his horse. The next morning, he again loaded his horse with the sacks of salt and started to pack his food. The horse yet again started walking before him and made it to the bridge.
I must try the dipping trick again before Master reaches here.
The trader got really confused as the sacks started weighing lesser every time. The horse purposely started slipping into the water every day so that the sacks became lighter. One day, the trader followed the horse. And hid in the bushes. To his surprise, he noticed the horse's new trick.
Oh, that's so cunning. I must teach this lazy horse a lesson soon.
So the following day, instead of salt, the trader filled the sacks with cotton and tied him to the horse's back. Out of his new habit, the horse purposely fell into the river.
Oh no, no! What is happening today? What is going wrong? How are these sacks getting heavier? Oh, my back hurts! What?
This time, as the sacks were filled with cotton, it soaked water and became heavier. The horse dipped again and again in water, thinking to drain the salt off somehow, but all went in vain. He somehow managed to get up and cross the bridge. He sat on the ground and panted as the sacks had gotten really, really heavy. The trader laughed at him and said,
Horse, I am your master. This is your work. I work very hard and worship my work. I don't make excuses or find tricks to fool others and avoid work. I must teach you to never repeat this and avoid your work.
The horse learned his lesson and never tried to avoid his work again. What a wise trader! Right, Tofu? He taught the lazy horse a good lesson. Come, let me give you the big bitter medicine for your hand. But hey, I can see it's totally fine now. Maybe you have forgotten about the pain.
Tia, I never had any pain. I just wanted to sit and watch cartoons. I was the lazy horse today. I am sorry, Tia. I'm really worried about my teacher scolding me tomorrow.
Here, take your books, Tofu. I also was the trader today. I just wanted you to learn a lesson. Now you should promise me that you will always do your work, and yes, I will help you with your homework.
Oh, thank you, Tia. Please, let's finish my homework quickly. I don't want to be lazy at all. I will always finish all my work before doing anything else. I promise you that.
What happened? Why can't you sleep?
I don't know. Can you please put me off to sleep by telling me a story?
Sure, Tofu. I'll tell you one of my favorite stories. The Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood lived in a hut near a forest with her mother. She always wore a beautiful red hood while going out. One day, she went to see her grandmother. On her way, she met a wolf.
Huh?
Hello, where are you going?
I am going to see my granny. She lives behind that hill.
The wolf got a wicked idea. The wolf ran to Granny's house and ate her up and got into Granny's bed. After some time, Little Red Riding Hood reached the house. She saw the wolf lying in her granny's bed.
Oh, Granny, what big eyes you have!
So that I can see you better.
Granny, what big ears you have!
So that I can hear you better.
Granny, what a big nose you have!
So that I can smell you better.
Oh, Granny, what big teeth you have!
So that I can eat you better.
Oh my God! Help me! Help me!
Nearby, a woodcutter was in the forest and he heard the scream. He ran to the house just to see the wolf attacking the little girl. He hit the wolf over the head, and this made the wolf open his mouth and shout. The granny jumped out. The wolf ran away, and the Little Red Riding Hood never saw the wolf again. So Tofu, Little Red Riding Hood, was able to save herself and her old grandmother too.
Jingle bells, I love Christmas and I love Santa. Me too. But Tofu, do you know we call it Christmas because Jesus Christ was born that day? Really? No. But now you tell me. Please tell me a Christmas story. Tell me Jesus Christ's birthday story. Today, I'll tell you the most wonderful story of them all. The birth of Jesus Christ. The Christmas story. About 2,000 years ago, in a small town called Nazareth, there was a little house where lived a young Jewish girl named Mary. She was not married, but she was going to be real soon, to a good man named Joseph. Well, one day, something amazing happened. An angel of the Lord's, Gabriel, a very important angel, appeared to Mary. Who are you? I am Gabriel. Don't be afraid, Mary. You have found favor with God. He loves you very much. God has sent me here to tell you that soon you'll have a son. Huh? Me? A son? Yes, a son. He will be called Jesus. He will be great and will be called the Son of God. Mary was very obedient, and she said, I am the handmaid of the Lord. May God do with me as He wants to. Mary wanted to do just as God told her to do. Just near the time Mary was about to have her baby, the Roman Emperor sent soldiers to announce a new law.
Okay, listen everyone. The Emperor Caesar Augustus says that all of you need to pay some taxes now and register for census.
So Mary and Joseph made their way to Bethlehem. because that's where Joseph had to pay taxes. It was about 65 miles from Nazareth to Bethlehem. And the trip took many, many days. And when they reached Bethlehem, guess what happened? All the places were full. All the inns were full.
Mary, you wait here. Make yourself comfortable. By then, I will try to find a suitable place for us to stay.
Joseph kept knocking and knocking again and again. He had been looking and looking for a place to stay. And Mary was about to have a baby.
Well, I have tried almost all the inns, and it looks like all of them are full. Dear Mary, how do you feel?
I am very tired, Joseph. But please don't worry. I am sure God will provide a place for us. Poor Joseph and Mary were so tired and didn't know what to do.
Oh God, tell me what to do. Help me. I have no idea, no clue.
It's sad that Mary and Joseph had no place to stay, no place to go.
A place no one would have expected the Son of God to be born in. It wasn't a palace, not some castle, not in a fancy building either. God's Son was born in a humble small stable.
I'll go and get some fresh hay where you can sleep comfortably tonight.
That night, Jesus was born. And oh, it was a wonderful night. Big stars shining in the sky. There was no crib, so they laid baby Jesus in a manger. It was full of fresh hay and made it a little comfortable for the baby. Near Bethlehem, that night there were some shepherds keeping watch over their flocks of sheep. When suddenly an angel appeared to them.
I have good news for you. There is a Savior who has been born.
What? Really? What Savior? Can we see him? Where is he?
The angel told them where to find him. The shepherds were so excited and happy. They ran to the stable and found Jesus there, just as the angel had told them. After they had seen Jesus, They spread the news, and everyone who heard was in wonder. In wonder, just like you are. Doesn't it sound magical, Tofu?
So magical and fun, Tia. I am happy the angels took care of them all. Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus. Thank you for telling me the Christmas story. I'll tell it to everyone in my school tomorrow.
That'll be great, Tofu. I love telling you new stories. But be careful and don't fall off that ladder. There are no angels here to save you.
You are my angel.
I'll always love you, Tofu. Merry Christmas.
For your favorite rhymes, stories, and more, join Kids Hat family. Subscribe here.